I went downstairs to my mom and I was like, Mom, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe I don't need to become a CPA.
Let's welcome our next guest who just recently passed the CPA exam.
I'm Victoria. I'm from Easton, Pennsylvania. I went to school in Binghamton University. It's in upstate New York. I did my bachelor's in accounting and I also got my MBA from there. I took the CPA during my grad school year. Now I currently work for Grant Thornton. I do risk advisory. I specifically test controls, so I do internal auditing.
How do you stay focused and maintain the drive and self-discipline to pass this exam?
When I did reg, because that's when I first started my MBA, that was my senior year, and I was like, I'm not gonna give up like going out to dinner with my friends, because I had a friend who studied and he fell off the face of the earth, but he was trying to get reg done in like a month, and it's eight chapters, I think. So he fell off the face of the earth. I was like, that's not gonna be me. I was like, this is like, I want to experience my life. So that's why I really did the 1 chapter a week. I only had classes for like, I think 2 a day, and I had Fridays off. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday were like my entire day studying. If I did something, I would do something at night with my friends. But for the weekdays, all my classes were like back to back in the mornings or in early afternoon. And then I went to work, and I worked at a call center where I just had to answer phones. So I would spend the entire time I was there doing my lectures during the day. So when I had like my evenings free, because when you get home and you lay in bed, you're just like, I don't want to study. Like, I want to go home and take a nap. Or after you spend all day in class, you don't want to study anymore. So I would really fit it in during work. And then I'd go home, I'd go to the gym, I'd make dinner, and then I'd sit back down, and if I didn't finish what I wanted to during the day, because I only set like goals, I didn't set time limits. So if I finished my module, my questions, I could either be done for the day. If I felt like I wanted to do more, I would do more. The only time limit I kept myself on was that week. Getting each chapter done a week, Monday to Friday, and then the weekends, it was my review. And as long as I stuck to that schedule, that's what worked for me, because I got through it. So if I got through a module quicker and I could do another one, that just gave me more time to review, do more questions. If it took me longer, so be it. I always waited to schedule my NTS until I was at least halfway through the material, because after your first one, they come in like 2 to 3 days. And I would always schedule on the study tracker at least 3 weeks review. Doesn't always work like that. I personally recommend taking the exams. There's like those grading windows. If you take your exam before this date, your score comes out here. I waited till the very last second for those. I would always schedule it within 2 to 3 days of that window. I don't understand why people take it at the beginning and wait like 2 months for their score. I don't, because if I failed, I wanted to continue studying. I didn't want to restart. I don't know how people do it. So I'd always wait. So sometimes the review would be longer. If it had to get cut short, I just study more. That's how I kind of kept myself focused on it. I like school. I like studying. It's just something that was easy and good for me. It's probably because I was in college mindset mode, so studying was easy for me. I was already in the mindset. The classes I was taking, I was trying to just I was taking like accounting classes at the same time. So what I was learning is what I was studying for. So it was like absolutely perfect timing for me. And not all of the classes were extremely hard. Like if I was taking, I think I took some leadership classes where they're not like homework intensive, it's like project intensive, and they don't take up that much time. So it's really just balancing your own schedule, not getting burnt out. And then for BEC, I had like the month and a half, 2 months for winter break. So I got BEC done because I was just at home. I went to school in upstate New York. I live in the middle of Pennsylvania. So I wasn't near my friends. So I just quickly got BEC done. I think I took it on Valentine's Day because of the testing window. So I had to push it back a little. Audit, I wanted to get done by the beginning of April because it was before spring break. Like graduation was going to happen in the first 2 weeks of May. So I wanted to just like take that time off. But COVID hit. So here I was like about to schedule my audit exam for the beginning of April, and everything shut down. So I actually couldn't take it until the end of May, because that's when they deemed like the CPA emergency, like we needed to do it because of the 18 months. So I actually didn't study for like a month, and I was so out of it, trying to get back. I was just like laying at home in bed every day, and I would just be like, okay, I gotta get up and study. And I was like, let me just take a nap first. I'll do it tonight. And it's so hard. So whoever's like studying in their bed right now at home, like it's a struggle like everyone's experiencing right now. But I got to take that in May. It was cool. I passed. I was like, okay, let me take the summer. I took the whole summer for FAR. I literally took June, July, and August, because 10 weeks at 1 chapter a week is already over 2 months. So I went slow with it, so hard. There was I had some vacations in there where I had to stop studying, which was rough. I took it September, got the result within a week. I failed. I took about a month. I went for the next testing window, which was like in October. So I took a month because I had the memory, so I already remembered the concept. It was just doing the math. So I actually spent a month doing just straight math. And that was when I wanted to quit. I went downstairs to my mom and I was like, Mom, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe I don't need to become a CPA. And then I took the test. I was like, if I fail again, I'm done. I don't care. I'm not taking it a third time. Thank God I passed. That was when I really wanted to quit. It was like, I just couldn't be sitting at home and trying to study and not getting distracted by the TV that's around me, my family working from home, trying to just like get the energy to study. Also, I went from Reg, BEC, Audit, FAR. BEC and Audit are completely different than Reg and FAR. They don't really have math. It's just like ratios. 6 chapters compared to 8 and 10. I think I got super complacent when I was studying for those because I found those really easy because it was everything I had like learned about in class and in my internship. So I felt very prepared for those. And then I went to FAR, which is like a beast, and I had to study, and it took me a really long time to find a way to actually study that was working because I got so complacent with it. So if I'm going to make a recommendation to take your test, don't do Audit and BEC in the middle of Reg and FAR because they're easy compared to those.